Good morning, welcome to my dye studio. It has been quite some time since I've been in here and I'm very excited to get back to dyeing. This morning I am making something special for myself. I've been wanting to make the Ghost Horses sweater by Caitlin Hunter for myself out of my coffee with cream and my Mexican hot chocolate colorways. So I looked up the pattern yesterday. I figured out how much yarn I would need, and I have my coffee with cream. No, I have my Mexican hot chocolate amounts, but I don't have the coffee with cream dyed up. So that's what I'm dyeing this morning, some for myself and some for the shop. I'm going to dye some more Mexican hot chocolate too for the shop because I won't have enough to use for myself and to have some in the store. So yeah, so I'm very excited because this has been like my dream knitting project for months. So I'm very excited. Given that this is the first time back in my dye studio in quite some time, I have had to clean it all to make sure there's no dust or anything in my yarn and in my process here that I'm doing. And I have to refresh my memory on my dye quantities for this colorway. So I'm doing that this morning, and yeah, it's kind of hot and humid and sprinkling a bit outside, but it's not too bad. It's still like 7 a.m. so I will take you along my process. Alright, so I've put my dye in and my yarn in my bath, and I used my handy dandy little milk foamer. Got it for like $5 on Amazon, but it works really well for mixing up the dye powder into the water. So, done that, and now I just need to wait and see how it looks. I feel like it could be a little bit on the light side. But it might be perfect. I don't want it too dark because I want a high contrast between the coffee with cream and the Mexican hot chocolate. So it might be just right, but it might be a little shade lighter than I'd like. If that's the case, then I'll have to redo the dye bath and put a little more dye in there, and then put the yarn back in for a few more minutes. So better to start off light, too light than too dark, because then you can't remove the dye. So yeah, I'm excited. Hanging up my coffee with cream, and I'm so excited. I wish it would be dry in an instant so that I could cast on my sweater. I am very excited because I finally have all of my yarn dyed up for the Ghost Horses sweater. So I have my coffee with cream and my Mexican hot chocolate. There we go. So, yay! And I think the contrast is great, and the Mexican hot chocolate has those highs and lows of color in there, so I think it'll be similar but certainly not exact to Caitlin Hunter's version, which I like her version, but I wanted to do it up in my own yarn, so yay! Last night we had so much fun at a baseball game. The weather was like 70s, low 70s, and no humidity, so it was beautiful. And I brought my knitting in. On the plus side of having to have a clear bag, so the stadium makes sure you have a clear bag, I guess, so that they don't have to like open bags and check to make sure nothing's dangerous in there. You could see my yarn through my clear bag, so that was cool. And then I got some time to knit on it. The Ghost Horse sweater by Caitlin Hunter is, I just started the color work last night out of my own yarn, so it's just so exciting, and it's been a while since I've done color work, so it's super fun.